Good day, internets. And the sun is coming up. Perfect timing. So we're back here in the How I Do It world. Our sun's coming up, and I've taken a couple of the machines out of our box here, and I placed them down. So this is the auto lathe, and over here we have the arc furnace. And I've gone out mining a little bit because the next thing we need to make here is we need to make an electronics printer. So I've done a little bit of mining, some stuff together, because we need the printer because we want to get as much juice from the sun as we can. And right now, our solar panel only starts charging when the sun is, I don't know, about 30% in the sky, and it quits charging when the sun drops below the 30% over here. So we want that solar panel to be working whenever the sun is up. So let's go ahead and make our printer. Now, printer takes a little bit of time to actually produce, so we're going to put the printer up on top of the auto lathe here. That'll save space inside of our little base. You can see I put a locker up. Inside the locker I'm just putting some ore. I have made some stairs. That way we can get up onto the roof over here when it's time. So we need this, need the printer, because the items that we're going to make next can only be produced off the printer. I'm going to come back when the printer spits out. Okay, so we have our electronics printer. Like I said, we're going to wire it up right here. Right on top. Gotta love how things float in this game. That seems good. Okay, now we need some wires. Oh, I got the mining belt running here. We have one. Okay. Okay, that's 10 cabled coils. That should be good enough for now. Back to junction, and thinking of the future, back to it. And the last straight piece. Okay. Save power. So the bill of goods for this is you need 2 logic input outputs. You need a logic processor. Where are they here? Cartridge. Circuit board. No. And, oh, yeah, and you need sensors. Gold, iron, copper. So just gonna get it from here. Okay, so you need 1 sensor. Ta-da! You need a memory, battery, a beacon. Okay, so you need 2 IOs. There's second IO. Need a single memory. And you need processors. One of them. Right, one of them. There you have it. Okay. So we're going to place the we're going to place everything on this side here. So I need to put another. I have a couple iron sheets. Okay. We're going to take this time to make some sheets. Four grams of iron ingot. That's just great. And we'll put this copper in here. We're going to need sheets as well as iron frame and wire. So I'll come back when I have some of those. Okay, so we grabbed all of the extra devices that we need. So what I'm going to do with the frames and the sheets is I'm just going to make this a little bit wider up here, and I'm going to make it wider on this side as well. And I'm going to couple all this stuff with the stairs that I made so that I can get up there without having to use my jetpack. So I'm going to construct that, and then I'll come back. Okay, so I've put together a little bit more of the base. I've got a set of stairs coming up. So we climb up here. This way we don't have to use jump pack. And it gives us access to our solar panel. Now you can see our solar panel is only producing 11, and the sun's like 30% or so in the sky, maybe a little bit more. I don't know, something like that. So the plan is to automate the solar cell so it's constantly looking at the sun. So we need power controller, a cable coil, which we can put the cable in our tools. Put the power controller here. We need a set of sensors. Then we need the logic circuits. Okay, and I still got all these cards in here. Throw that up there too. Okay, so then we need 2 IOs, memory, and a processor. And then there's something else we need. Organic construction consumable. Okay, we're going to take this tracking beacon and just going to throw it on the ground over here. You can see it's got a small battery cell. We're going to take that. It's got a full charge in it. Okay. Oops. So right now the solar panel is producing power out this way. And just to recap, our power is going into this APC right here. Okay. And we have the solid generator, which is going into this line here, which is also going to the input of the APC. Now we're going to take our second APC and we're going to connect it on it this way. No, sorry, we want it this way. Mount it right there, just so it's close. And then we need a wire cutter, and we need some wires. And for now, we're just going to use the light cable. But once we get going here, we're going to switch from light cable to heavy cable. That back. use the crowbar to open up your APC. Power it on. Now this is going to act as a buffer for our logic circuit, which is going to sit right in here. And that's the reason why we grabbed this little battery. And there. We don't have a large battery right now, so that's why we're working off the little one. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is need to put some of these tools away. There it is. We need our daylight sensor. Now the sun comes up from this side, so we need to place our daylight sensor on that side. Okay, we need to put a wire down. Didn't I put a wire in my... There. So, put the daylight sensor right here. Just going to use a corner. Oh! Okay. Real daylight sensor. Thought I could melt it on top of that, but it won't let me. Okay, now I can't remember if the daylight sensor has to be this way or not. Whatever, place it place it right here. There. I didn't want to use jump jets like that. That's wasting of the juice. Take this corner off. Okay, the corner piece that's like that. Come on, work with me. Why don't you love me? Alright, whatever. Try it this way. Probably because I'm yeah. It's because I'm on top. Always something. Quit it. Okay. That's connected. Okay, next thing we're going to bring out is the processor, which is right there. Now the processor needs power and input. Power's going to come from this side. Okay, drop it right there. So it's a math unit, logic math. Did I use all my wire? Or did I swap it with it? Okay. I'm gonna wire this up. Probably could have put it closer. Oh, nice. That's gaining charge. Okay. You can see right now the sensor has no degrees. Now that's just power. So I can actually put in a corner piece here. Okay. Yeah, we'll put a corner piece here. Room there, so we'll put another 4-way junction here. Put the wire back. And now we're going to pull our math unit. Looks good. Okay. Here we're going to put a corner piece in. Work. I believe there's enough room. Yes. Matter of fact, that works really good. So there's 3 options. There's logic reader, logic writer, and batch writer. And when I first put one of these together, I just used the logic writer. But what happened is, every time I put a solar panel up, I had to build another logic writer. And then I realized there's something called a batch writer. So there's the batch writer. And then, oh, I still got my jump jet running. And we're going to put the other one, because, that's why you need room to move. I'd like to connect it to there. Then it won't have power. Yeah, then that's far away. If we put it over here somewhere. No. Okay. So it's got to go here. Oh, crap. Oh no, that was right. Yeah, we need a logic reader. Jump jets are on. Okay. I didn't realize it was set for reader. So again, we have a math unit, we have a memory, we have a logic reader, and we have a batch writer. This has to be a 4-way junction. That's got to be a 4-way junction, so we need 2 corners and a corner. 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 Wow, we just had enough. So the next thing we need is our screwdriver. Power. so I'm just going to wait for a minute here. I'm going to wait for the daylight sensor to start reading something. So I'll be back then. Okay, so the sun's coming up. So you can see here that the daylight sensor is picking up the sun. It's giving a solar angle of 3 degrees, 4 degrees. Now the problem with that is that we need to change that degrees into a percentage. You can see that I can tilt upwards, I can tilt downwards, it's all percentage, so that's 60%, and that's 50%. To do that, we're going to use this logic circuit right here. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our batch writer, and we're going to click the output, and where it says batch writer output, change to all solar panel. Okay. The variable is going to be vertical, and the input is going to be the logic reader. Logic reader. The input is going to be the math unit. Logic math. There you go. Okay, now we're going to take our logic reader, and the input is going to be our daylight sensor, and the variable is going to be solar angle. Next thing we need to do is the output is going to be divide. Input 1 is going to be the logic reader, and input 2 is going to be logic memory. And damn, I never hooked up the power here. That's not good. I'm gonna have to fix that. So the next thing we need to do is we need to fix the memory. So what's happening here is the logic reader is going to read the daylight sensor degrees, turn it into a solar angle, and the math unit is going to take what the logic reader is, the solar angle, divide it by the memory, and then spit it out of its output, and the batch writer is going to read it and turn it into the solar panel vertical. So let's quickly wire this up here properly. There. Okay, now to get what we need to divide is we need to divide it by 1.8. So the logic reader is going to spit out the solar angle, which is in degrees. We need to divide that by 1.8 to spit it out so that we have a percentage over here. So to get it to divide by 1.8, we're going to hit the increase by 1, and then left alt 1.8. And all we have to do is just turn on these guys here, and you'll see the solar panel start changing its angle. Right now we have our solar panel turned the wrong way by 90 degrees, so that's upwards, downwards. We need to rotate it right. No, left. Minus 90. And you can see that the solar panel is going to hang somewhere between 450 and 500 watts. Right now we're pushing 480 watts. And now we have power. And again, this is our buffer, because at nighttime we need the logic circuit to run, and have it run at night, because in the daylight this solar panel has to be facing sunrise, which is east. And that's our automated solar system. I'll show you what happens at night. So I'll come back then. Alright, so it's nighttime. And I just went out mining to grab some resources, because the next thing that we're going to be making is we're going to be making some steel. Because we need to have a better battery. Because this one here only works so much. See, it's already dead. So, at nighttime, using this power here, the solar panel, or the logic system, was able to at least make the solar panel come back to almost its original degrees. Well, not even close, but more than half. So at least now when the sun comes up, it's going to start capturing that power right away. And that's the reason why we need a larger battery, so that the battery that's in here has enough power to power the whole logic circuit and the sensor to kick the solar panel back up, so that when the sun does come up, it'll start with full power right then and there. And you can see our other battery here it's in the green. So our system is doing the best it can with what we've got going on right now. So, if you like what you see, hit that like button, share it, join the channel, start a conversation, join in any conversation. If you guys have any questions, just ask them. I'll answer. Until next time, see you later.